that suspension takes effect, we caught up with parents frustrated their children are being kept off the field. Fox 45's Riel Creighton joins us live with that story. Riel?
Yes, they are, Mary. As that virus is spiking to new levels, officials county by county are taking new restrictive measures to stop the spread. Now, some of those changes looming over Baltimore County, so painful for some as they are preparing for this week ahead.
Sunday, lacrosse practice in Lutherville, Timonium, and the countdown to when it ends.
I think it's rough on these kids. I mean, these kids need interaction. They need to be out. They need to be outside, even exercising.
Rebecka Smith, just one mother up against a new round of restrictions for Baltimore County. That means her daughter's lacrosse games here sidelined until further notice. Tuesday, all youth sports banned in the county.
You can't shut down the world. Their mental health is really an issue right now. I just know personally my kids are suffering. I know a lot of other people's kids are suffering.
It comes on the heels of record-shattering days, surging coronavirus cases in Maryland and across the country. By Friday, Baltimore County Executive Johnny Olszewski,
we very well may be facing our toughest challenge yet,
saying they need to act.
COVID's long, dark winter.
Orders in place effective Sunday. Social gatherings capped at 10 people indoors, 25 outside. But in the re-up restrictions, there's also relief.
We're very, very grateful that they didn't go to 25%. That was our biggest concern.
Bars and restaurants to close at midnight, but remain at 50% capacity in Baltimore County.
They can't afford to lose any more than they are.
Baltimore City businesses feeling more pressure, who did get reduced to 25% last week. Tightened limitations landing on a weekend. As cases climb, so does the anxiety from some business owners who believe they know where this is headed.
And although the governor did last week also announce a new round of statewide restrictions, really what is happening in your county has been left up to the local officials. We're live tonight in Baltimore. Riel Creighton, Fox 45 News.
Riel, thank you. In Baltimore City, a new mask mandate requires everyone to wear masks in all indoor and outdoor public spaces. All bars and restaurants must close at 11 p.m. And bars that don't serve food must shut down entirely. All indoor public spaces are limited to 25% capacity. One of the bills passed by the City Council would help provide legal representation to people facing the risk of eviction. When fully operational, this new future program is estimated to cost around $7 million. Fox 45's Alexa Ashwell took the legislation to a taxpayer watchdog. She joins us live with his take on this tonight. Alexa.
Yes, Mary, like many cities across the country, Baltimore is up against a lot financially. More businesses are closing. You can see these empty storefronts here in Fells Point. That's why this watchdog tells me every dollar spent is critical to the city's future.
The pandemic leading to evictions, people unable to pay their rent. Now the city is stepping in to help in the form of a program. Tonight, fast-tracking legislation that would provide legal counsel for certain people facing eviction. The estimated cost, $7 million.
You don't rush spending millions of dollars for any project, however well-intentioned.
A concern to head of Taxpayer Protection Alliance, David Williams. Fox 45 questioned city leaders. A spokesperson for the council president and mayor-elect Brandon Scott said this program will have a phased-in approach, meaning in the short term, not all who qualify will be approved for legal representation. The program will only take a set amount with the goal of being fully funded in 4 years.
Baltimore City and Baltimore is really in a difficult situation right now with the pandemic.
The pandemic hammered Baltimore's economy and just months ago forced the government to withdraw $25 million from its rainy day fund in order to help balance the city budget. Other legislation, such as a tax increase on the distribution of e-cigarette devices, aims to boost revenue. As for this program, Williams worries future needs are hard to predict.
This problem could be behind us, so they really need to slow down and make sure that they don't spend millions of dollars on an issue that they may not even need the money for.
When asked why this bill and others were expedited, a spokesperson wrote in part, quote, so that the mayor wouldn't have one day to review and sign everything. The next and final city council meeting is on December 7th, the day before the mayor-elect is sworn in.
In his decision, the mayor cited concerns first raised by Police Commissioner Michael Harrison that the Columbus Monument is too close to a different monument honoring fallen officers. Councilman Ryan Dorsey, who sponsored the bill, reacting on Twitter, quote, "If cops are saying that they don't want a memorial for victims of police violence near a memorial for police, then it is the cops sowing division." Now, that veto prompting strong reaction from many people tonight.
We have team coverage of a city in crisis. We begin with Jeff Abel live in Baltimore with the fallout. Jeff?
The mayor made his position perfectly clear today. It is not the monument, but the placement of the monument that he so strongly disagrees with. Tonight, however, there are those who do disagree with the priorities of this city's council.
It's a major victory for sure, without a doubt.
Those who fought the renaming are declaring victory. It was 2 months ago when city council members approved renaming the Christopher Columbus Monument at Herring Run Park the Victims of Police Violence Monument. Councilman Ryan Dorsey sponsored the bill.
It is to repurpose a monument that has stood for more than 200 years to the lie of Columbus as a hero.
But with 2 weeks left in office, Mayor Jack Young vetoed the measure, saying in a letter that because the renamed monument is close to another memorial honoring fallen police officers, that it diminishes the sacrifice of officers who have died in the line of duty and does a disservice to their families.
I don't understand how it went as far as it did through city council.
Martha Wood, whose husband was killed in the line of duty 20 years ago, applauded the mayor, but online reaction was mixed. One memorial has nothing to do with the other, wrote one critic. Smells like the Italian American Association gave the mayor a goodbye gift. But a spokesman for Hands Off Christopher Columbus says it's time history was left alone.
I think it's a major victory for Italian Americans in Baltimore. Not only there, but that shows that Italian Americans are getting some type of support after what they've gone through.
Well, 2 months ago, the police commissioner urged the council not to approve the measure, but the council did so anyway by a vote of 10-4.